Welcome back to the Cruz Brothers React.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Chris.
Back for more Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Episode 9, The White Mask. Let's jump into it, man. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, weren't you guys the one holding her back?
She's scared to tell him because she's scared that he might not remember.
So, yeah, it's because of her then.
She's scared of rejection, man.
I thought it was because of, you know, the bigger plan here with them. But I guess not. Now she's getting permission, bro. So now she doesn't have an extra excuse to pile on to her just not being ready, right?
So you can only send them where places. Can't summon them.
That's what teleportation is, man. Someone famous? Man. I thought she was gonna say someone we know. Silent 7-star. Who the fuck? So he's like the class president? The fuck?
So guy's a grade A student.
Yeah, like class president. That's why he's saying in my old world. So he's going to this class president girl to find out more about teleportation. That'd be crazy.
But he's gonna have to ask this student. Oh, she wears a white mask. No wonder this episode's called that.
Wait. That looks familiar. Oh, is this the girl with that dragon god guy? There was a god guy. Oh shit. Yeah, it's her.
Interesting.
Remember that dragon god guy?
Yeah, I forgot that there was somebody with him.
She was with him during that like snowy mountain trip they had.
This man got mad trauma as soon as he saw her. So that's why we didn't recognize her, because we didn't see her without her mask.
Yeah, right? Yo, he passed out. Wait, she was speaking a different language? Why are they suddenly speaking?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe they are speaking a different language.
They were always speaking a different language, weren't they? But like they... Yeah, he knows exactly what she knows exactly what he's worried about.
He's scared of that guy, yeah. He's aware of him.
Yo, she's scaring him even more. Yo, he's terrified of that dragon god guy.
She didn't do shit to him. It was the dragon god that did everything to him. Surnames?
Oh, it's Japanese. That's not their language in this world. That's why they changed the language up. Wait, why is there Japanese here?
Because she comes from the other world just like he does.
Are you the same way?
Yes, bro. They're both reincarnated here.
What the Was that the girl he saved? Oh my god. This is turning into some what was that one anime we watched? Slime.
Yeah.
It's like reincarnated as a slime now. That's why she saved them. Yo, oh shit. But it's weird. If she is the same girl, then she hasn't changed at all physically. This is getting trippy now, Chris. They're connecting the worlds.
He don't want nobody to know his real self. Not that she probably would even know him, or unless she does.
And I think now they're talking in Japanese. He don't even want to remember that life.
He has a better life here than he did there.
Yeah, Rudius is not your friend in that pursuit. I guess she's trying to go back, yeah. Damn.
Damn, she called that shit lame.
Yeah, she called him lame too by saying that shit.
He has a whole different situation. Like, she was born in her body. But this man was here as a baby. She teleported.
So she wasn't reincarnated.
She didn't have a childhood here like he did, or friends.
That was her then. That was definitely her.
So she's been chilling with the dragon god this whole time while he has the human god, or whatever god, I forget this, influencing him.
Only reason he's alive is because of her.
So are these people like part of their plan is the question. So there's more people here, Johnny. Not only
traveled the whole world in 1 year? Holy shit. Oh, teleportation? Ah, we're bringing it back. There we go.
Well, if you think about it, Rudy has spent many years just living a normal life. She spent all these years fucking studying this world.
I guess it's just a matter of who now. Fuck. I mean, that's not true for Rudius.
We didn't know about those rules in this world.
Oh, she's predicting it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's assuming, yeah, like butterfly effect thing.
She takes this very realistic standpoint to the point of just returning home and learning as much as this world as she can, so she can go back home. Rudius is taking the standpoint where he's just living his life here and he's just like learning things about himself.
I can't even say that her theory is wrong necessarily, because her situation and Rudius's are completely two different things. So who knows?
And she has no mana? What? Interesting. She wasn't born with no mana here.
She's just a normal human.
Well, I guess that's because he was born here and she wasn't.
Exactly. She's a earthling.
So it's interesting because Rudius was reincarnated, but she was teleported. I was gonna say that she's probably been all these years here and hasn't aged, because she would look older than herself before she got here. But she says she's only been here for 5 years, so that means she hasn't been here nearly as long as Rudius has. But it is interesting nonetheless that she doesn't age.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know. I thought she was teleported here at the same time Rudius was.
No, I was assuming that as well too, and I was gonna ask if that's the case, why hasn't she aged? But they just confirmed now that it's only been 5 years. So yeah, we know that Rudius obviously ages because we've seen him grow up.
Weird. She's in a limbo, an eternal limbo.
Was that the full story though? You didn't tell us all the details.
I mean, she told us a lot, man.
Yeah, but she still didn't tell us everything.
Oh, here we go. What's this? She's gonna use Rudius, isn't she?
Damn, she has people she cares about back there, man. Rudius has none of that.
Don't even ask him, man. See, she's persisting. Like, he don't even want to bring up his past life. Like, he keeps dodging even answering anything about the past life.
Damn. Teleportation spells for your help and helping me go back home. And what does she need mana for, though? That's so cool.
What did he say? My word's bond or some shit?
A man's word is his bond. You know, that's something a normal person would say in the human world. It's so weird to hear their language like in audio form, because we usually have to hear them talk Japanese.
Oh, was she like a part of the mass teleportation incident?
It was the backlash, she said, of something she did. Yeah.
Oh, one of her experiments? Yo!
She caused the mass teleportation.
Yeah, she had to be
telling his story.
She definitely had to be related to the teleportation incident.
Damn, that's what he's relieved about, because he thought it was him who did it.
Oh my god, Sophie's flipping!
Oh, shit.
Wait, how did she stop her? She has no mana.
Yo, seriously, what was that? This is crazy. The music hitting too. I feel her pain,
I know
bro.
You flipped it too.
She didn't know the full story.
Yo, she was mad as hell. Wait, but if she caused it though. Like, okay, so hold on. I just want to ask a question for the audience, because I'm not sure yet. But was she teleported to this world during the mass teleportation, or was it her experiment that was the mass teleportation?
No, it was definitely her experiment.
Because if it was her coming to this world to the mass teleportation thing. I mean, I don't got my timeline right, but 5 years ago sounds like around the time that shit might have happened, but I don't know. I'm just saying that because it would make more sense that she wasn't really, you know, to blame. This shit got insane. What a plot development. Finally, we got something juicy.
I'm surprised that Rudius hasn't noticed this is Sophie yet, or maybe he's known all along.
I mean,
there's no way
that mass teleportation thing was huge, yo. It could affect anyone. So her saying that wasn't a dead giveaway, exactly.
It wasn't, but I would definitely have my suspicion. She was looking out for both of y'all, not only you. Little do you know.
The thing she was saying, was that about Rudius? I don't.
It was about all of them, bro. They all went through it, but she doesn't know that. He thought that he was doing that for his sake. Yeah,
it was a big thing. She said something specific about someone's mom and dad.
Well, Rudius is an idiot, so he doesn't realize it. But it was definitely cool for Sophie to.
Obvious, man.
It was just so cool for Sophie to show that emotion, because she's so scared of revealing her identity to Rudius, but in that moment she didn't care, bro, because that emotion took over and she literally just let it all out.
This is the type of stuff that makes this show top tier, in my opinion. It has a lot of things I don't like about it, but when this stuff comes into play, it's some of the best stuff, man. The most interesting stuff for fiction. And,
yeah, it definitely is an interesting concept. It's not the first time I've seen it done before. We've seen another show, Reincarnation. It's like I show do this concept before, where there's more than one person that gets reincarnated into the world.
Slime was the only one, right?
Slime, yeah, I think was the only one that we've seen.
Shield Hero might have done it also.
Maybe, but I do feel like I've seen this in Isekais before. But I will say that it's interesting in the fact and concept they have of our main character wanting to stay and then another person wanting to leave, and then our main character actually helping her get back home. That's just a cool concept in itself.
Yeah, and you know, it's more importantly, I think for Rudius' character, which to me is one of the primary focuses of this narrative, I think it adds some interesting conflict with him remembering his old life and stuff like that. Who knows? You know, they had a little, you know, back and forth. Rudius said his piece. He's like, I'm good here. But I feel like,
if anything,
since she's from that world, I feel like little things will trigger Rudius just being around her, bro. So it's definitely cool for his character.
It might make him reflect, you know, his old self a little bit more, and maybe realize some things about his present self, because, you know, there are still characteristics and tendencies that Rudius has from his old life that he has not been able to fully get rid of, you know, and maybe seeing this girl might remind him of his old self a little bit. Maybe it might just trigger something.
And think about this. This is the first time in this world that Rudius has mentioned he was reincarnated. Think about that, bro. At any point, this girl could out him. Like, no one who he knows in this world knows that he was reincarnated.
I mean, even if they know he's reincarnated, what are they going to do? Fucking lock him in a lab and test on him?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure everyone would have questions.
If anybody says that about somebody in this world, they probably wouldn't even believe them.
It's hard to believe, but also this girl is hard to believe too. Like, with all this shit, this Japanese shit, like all this stuff is hard to believe, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't change who Rudius is in this world, you know? He still is the fucking little kid that we know that grew up in this world,
but
and everybody knows him as that, you know?
You know how we as viewers were looking at Rudius in a different light from the people in this world, because we know of his past. You know, we had some judgmental things here and there.
That's another thing,
I'm just saying, like, if they
know
knew
anything about him, though.
If they did knew, which is a possibility with this girl being here, I would say maybe there might be some different perceptions of Rudius. That's interesting to think about.
You know, that's if him and this girl even had a relationship on the outside for them to even know each other, because again, we don't even know if they knew each other in the real world. We just know that they were a part of, or they were part of two similar situations that happened to them.
I know she doesn't know anything about him in the real world, but
you know, so
if just her being here might, you know, leak out some details here and there. It seems like Rudius is dead set on not saying shit about his past life. Like, for me, that conversation, it gave off like, I don't want to speak about it. That's what it was giving for me. He was like at the point where he wasn't trying to talk about nothing in his real world, even though she persisted with the question, don't you have anyone in the real world? He's like, I have nothing I regret. But yeah, anyways, great episode. I'll give this one a 4.7 out of 5. Some good stuff.
Yeah, same, 4.7.
Let us know what you guys thought in the comments. Make sure to pledge to our Patreon if you're watching on YouTube for full-length Mushoku Tensei reactions, and we'll see you for the next episode. Take care of yourselves, guys, as always, and peace.